Right, amazing. Oh, good evening, everyone. It is afternoon here in Thailand. Exciting, so exciting to be here. This is actually my first by myself webinar, but I'm going to have Ricardo come in a bit later on and he's going to he's going to give you his testimonial. I'm not going to go into it because that's all for you, Ricardo. Thank you so much for being here with me. All right, who am I? So my name's Holly Goldsworthy-Smith. I'm a wife. I'm a mum to two boys. I am an entrepreneur. I started my entrepreneur journey, I don't know, many years ago, many years ago. I am originally from New Zealand, but at the moment, my family and I are currently in Thailand. We've been here about a month and we're on our world schooling journey. We've been in Tanzania. We left New Zealand in February and we've been in Tanzania for a couple of months. Before we left New Zealand, I guess you could say we were normal. We had normal jobs. Matt was a mechanic, my husband. I worked for my parents looking after their accommodation. Our toddler went to daycare 3 days a week, and Cohen, who's 12, was homeschooled. And we were renovating our house and we were fully stressed out. There was so much going on. So yeah, before February, everything was totally different to how it is now. And this is why we decided to make the shift to moving online. So originally I wasn't looking for an online business. I was actually, we had bought a couple of businesses, a couple of brick and mortar businesses, laundromats to be exact. And we got those thinking that they were going to set us up, that we weren't going to have to worry about money. We would be able to travel freely and, give our kids the things that we want to give them. And yeah, we had kind of just made a plan that we were going to travel for 12 months and go back home and go back to normal. And our laundromats were going to give us that 12 months of travel. And then I came across this business that I'm going to tell you about. So the shift into online really came about because of our love and want to travel for longer. I had no idea how my life was going to play out as I moved forward in this business. I had no idea that it was going to be what it is now. And yeah, that there was just going to be so much opportunity and so much potential here. So I'm going to keep this pretty short and sweet for you. I'm hopefully not going to go over 40 minutes. All right, so we're gonna motor through this. I am now affiliated with a beautiful company called Enagic. So Enagic is a 50-year-old company that has won many awards for the devices, the ionizers that they create and have been creating for the last 50 years. They are medical grade devices that are used in Japan. So this company is a Japanese company based on a little island called Okinawa, which I'm actually visiting next month. Yay. They create a couple of different devices. So they've got the K8 water ionizer, which is their flagship. It produces incredible quality water, clean water, hydrogen-rich water that's just, it's so nourishing. I didn't know anything about water. I thought the tap water that I was drinking was, the council told me that it was good, that it was clean, that it was okay, it was safe. And I had no idea how bad it really was. So once I got my water ionizer, I really started to see that. I really started to see the change in myself and my body, health issues that I had before. It only took about 3 weeks and they were gone. My husband, he was big into a few different things. He was quite a reasonable drinker. He was a smoker. He was a vapor, and he didn't really look after himself until we got our water. And then about 2 months in, all these things just started to drop off. And yeah, now he's a lot healthier. He's going to the gym 5 days a week. And yeah, life has just changed so dramatically, health-wise. And financially, yes, but health-wise is why I'm so passionate about this business, because yeah, it's been incredible for us. All right, so Enagic, been around 50 years. They've got a lot behind them. They're a beautiful company. They've got a new product called the M Guard, which I'm not going to go too deep into tonight, but I'm very, very excited for it to come out in New Zealand. It is going to be released in Australia on the 1st of June and hopefully not too long after in New Zealand. And they also have the Anespa, which is a shower spa device. When I first heard it, I was a bit like, oh, yep, what is this? And then the woman, the beautiful Marie, who is now my mentor, said to me, well, you know, you're showering in chlorine and your body is your biggest organ. And I was like, okay, boom, sold. I need one of those in my life. And when we started showering with this, like I didn't have to use conditioner anymore. It felt like the water feels like silk. It's incredible. Great, great product. So I actually wanted to bring Ricardo in here because I know that he is going to be getting his K8 in the next couple of weeks. And I already know that there's a massive shift in his life, which he has shared, but I'd really love if Ricardo, if you could come in here and just share about what has changed in your life. And you haven't even got your K8 yet.
Hi, thanks for the opportunity to speak. So basically, a few things have changed in life. So I was looking for a purpose, right? I just come out of, I'd lost my work tribe, let's just say it that way. And sometimes your tribe is your identity. Um, I'd been working for a group for about 3 years, and I had workmates and everything. And then the company went through a shift and had some issues, and they had to let almost everybody go except for the very core team. So one of them was me as well. So I basically, although I was okay financially, I had investments and things, and I didn't really have a problem, but I lost my identity because my identity was work. It was what I was doing every day. And then this is actually how I met Holly. I was just surfing the network marketing groups and trying to figure out basically what's what and what other opportunities are. They actually researched a lot of different things, to be honest, before I settled on joining Holly in her journey with Enagic. And how it happened was I saw Holly respond to somebody and let them know that she has been known to bring back magic into people's lives. And I PM'd her and said, hey, you know what? I'm actually have lost a bit of my magic and I kind of, interested to see what you have to say. And magic is actually deliberate because the company is called eMagic and it's very similar to magic. So it is quite deliberate, plus the magic water that comes out of it. It has 100 different uses. All right. So it made me then reevaluate my life as well and figure out other things in terms of health. We'd had some early deaths in the family. My mom's cousin died at 58 from cancer. Um, my mother-in-law died in her 70s from cancer recently, both within the last 6 months. That's really young. My wife's father died when he was in his 50s. So yeah, um, I had to really think about this, and so I came to learn more about water quality, and we had already made the shift. I used to drink soft drinks all the time. Like I used to only drink soft drinks. I didn't like water. Would never drink water. And maybe about 2 years ago, I decided I've got to fix my health, especially around the time of when we had a cyclone hit our town a few towns in New Zealand, and the water became really dirty to drink. So I just started drinking water, and then this cyclone comes and then makes the water unsafe to drink because of the sewage spillovers and whatever. And then we started drinking bottled water. I thought that was great. I was doing the safest thing for my family. Little did I know I was poisoning my family with microplastics. Through my journey through Enagic, I came across, you know, literature and videos talking about microplastics leaching into the still dead water that's in these plastic single-use bottles, right? And some of them sit for months and the plastic's in there leaching. And not even all of them are properly filtered in some countries, like even the US. Some of the bottling plants just put any old bottled water from the tap into the bottle and then they're saying it's like clean bottled water. Meantime, just tap water. Okay, so depends on if your country's got regulations that sort of thing or not, or your state or whatever it is. So let me give you an idea of how many bottles we used to go through. So we buy roughly two 24 packs a week. Okay, that's 48 bottles a week, almost 50. Sometimes we have to buy more to top up. And that's only in winter. Summer can even go, an extra half a pack or an extra full pack more. Especially when my wife is starting to do her weight training, that she needs to drink like almost 2 liters of water a day. So that's the next it goes quite through. So you just imagine those 500 ml bottles. She needs to have at least 4 of those a day. Okay, times 5 days is 20. She's already done 20. And then myself and the kids is the other 20. And there's also wastages and half of them left around and whatever. It's absolutely crazy. So my recycling bins every week, I have 2 recycling bins. They're pretty big black bins, like rectangular ones. We're only allowed 2. I have to build up the size with cardboard to fit the amount of bottles I need to actually discard, right? And they don't even still fit, so I have to actually undo the lid, crush them by hand, put the lid back on to maintain the vacuum so that they stay crushed. That's a tip, by the way, if you are still drinking still dead bottled water. So then I used to have these 2 big bins full with these crushed bottles, and I have to put them out. And I'm pretty sure the recycling guy is not happy with me because he's got all these things to unpack and throw into his truck and then put back the boxes because we don't have because these are reusable recycling boxes. So yeah, I'm gonna be moving away from that as soon as my machine comes, and I even bought a whole house filter, a whole house pre-filter, just for sort of additional filtration and to make sure that you know I'm able to preserve the machine as well, that it actually can last its full lifetime. Um, so I've got the works happening, and I also ordered the Anespa for the bar because I've got 4 kids. So I have 2 young kids under 5, and the other 2 are teens, and obviously my wife as well. And she just come out of some elective surgery, and I wanted to make sure that we all have the best water possible when we're bathing for the young kids' skins. My
Mm.
my one daughter's very sensitive skin. When we went away on holiday, I used some of the soap that was in the dispenser in the shower to wash her. She was crying and scratching all night. And it was definitely from the soap. I don't think it was from anything else. But yeah, so or the soap and the water as well. Yeah. So um, definitely having a daughter with sensitive skin and a wife that had just come out of surgery, I thought the best thing would be to get the Anespa for the bath. Because the little ones use the bath, wife uses the bath. I use a shower. I might get one for the shower for me after this one. Um, it's in the post. I'm eagerly awaiting it. So yeah, so that's my story.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Ricardo. Yeah, I love that. And that you mentioned about tap water and bottled water, and it's really interesting because I have some people that I've been talking to about how they buy alkaline water in bottles, and they actually buy it from a local water source where I was in Waihi. And interestingly enough, I actually got into a conversation with a woman who owns that business that they buy from, and she doesn't drink her own water. She does not drink the water that she sells. She's selling alkaline source water, but the source is the council tap water. And it's not their fault that it is. It's just that that is council regulations, that they can't go and put anything half decent into the water bottle. The council won't allow it. because the council think that their water is safe and whole. So yeah, really, really interesting about that. And then the cost of the bottled water, as well as, even if you're not buying the alkaline water, it's still a cost. It's still a big one over many years. I actually just did some sums for a man who is in Tanzania, and he's buying bottled water for his company. He takes people on boats, so he's buying bottled water. By grabbing one of these machines, he's going to save himself $88,000 a year. Crazy, right? Crazy
That's
money. I was
insane.
like, dude, here you go. Thank me later. Yeah, it's amazing. It is amazing what our water can do for us. Just from my own personal experience and a couple of people that I know, this water has been able to help with Crohn's disease, Hashimoto's, psoriasis, hemorrhoids, sensitive skin. It's got, and now I'm not making any health claims either, just by the way. This is my own personal self and friends who have been using the water. So no health claims there, just sharing information and testimonial from other people. All right, so how does this business work for us, for my family? So the way that myself and my husband have set our business up, we came into this business with what's called a quad. So I'm going to break the quad down for you. The quad is 4 products, all right? So like Ricardo, you would buy yourself your beautiful shower, spa, and Nespa. Then you would sell yourself your 2K8s, all right? And then you would also sell yourself the beautiful Ukon, which has just reminded me I haven't gone into Ukon. So Ukon is another incredible product made by Enagic. And it's amazing for lots of reasons, all right? So we know turmeric, Ukon turmeric, it's a specific type of turmeric made only in Okinawa in Japan. We know turmeric is good for us. I don't really need to say much more for that than that. But the reason why this is good in this business, the first reason is the beautiful man, Mr. O'Shea, who started this business, where he has everything coming from in Okinawa. Around him were the locals that, can you hear that beautiful bird, that grew turmeric. Okay, so when he started to get his business out there and it was going really well, he wanted to support the locals. So that is why we have Ukon turmeric in as a part of this business. When you buy Ukon turmeric, you're obviously supporting yourself and your health, but you're supporting the locals in Okinawa, which is really cool. And the third reason why it's awesome is because it builds a second business for you. I'm not going to go real deep on this because it gets a little bit complicated. But what I can say about it is when you come into this business with a quad and you buy your Anespa, you sell yourself your 2K8s and then your Ukon, you're going to get a commission back of 730 New Zealand dollars from selling yourself your 2K8s. One of those K8s you're going to use in your home. It's going to be on your kitchen bench. And the other one, you're going to do what we do. So we use this as a second business and we loan it out, we rent it out every month and we make a sale on it every month. So that just gets to tick along in the background and we have another little business that we really don't have to do anything in except rent it out. For us, we have it ready to go. We have rentals ready to go for at least 4 months in advance. So it's definitely something that I have found easy. If I'm just going to be straight up, it's been really easy. It's been really good. Okay. So we've got our beautiful quad. Now, in all honesty, you do not have to start this business with a quad. Okay. There are plenty of ways to come in and you can do it hands down, easy, $0. Okay. But the quad is the best way for you to get started with your business because it sets you up from the get-go. You will come in with at 3 points of commission. All right. So when you come in with a quad and you sell your first quad to someone else, your commission is $2,670. Pretty crazy, right? Your commission on just selling one single K8 after you've started your business with a quad is $1,095. So you can see how easy and how fast it is for you to start making your money back. As you make more sales, your commission goes up. At this point in time, if Matt and I make a quad sale, our commission is just over $4,700. Now, I've only been in this business for 6 months, and honestly, I'm slow. I spent the first 2 months mucking around, learning and just getting my head right, not totally mucking around. But you know what I mean? There are people who have come into this business who maybe they have a background in sales, which I do not. Maybe they have a background in just anything online. I do not. I have absolutely no background in anything of the such. And I've come in and done this in 6 months. So I'm also going to speak to you about the pricing, because let's be honest, who wants to buy a business or a pair of shoes or anything when they don't know the price? Okay. So like I said, you can come into this business $0 down. There are options. There are interest-free e-payment options, and there are zero down options. We can talk about that on a call. To get started with a quad and pay cash in New Zealand dollars is $18,360. And I want to put that in perspective for you. So like I said, we own 2 laundromats, right? 2 laundromats that I thought were going to set us up and allow us to travel. It has cost us multiple 6 figures. I'm talking over $500,000 to set these 2 laundromats up. $500,000. And in the last 6 months that I have been in this business online with an Enagic has paid me more than my $500,000 business has. I got those 2 businesses, my family got those 2 businesses before I found this online space, before I found this opportunity. Would we have them if I had found this first? Probably not. Probably would have saved ourselves some money. So I just wanted to put that into perspective. $500,000, haven't got paid bugger all, less than $20,000 supporting our lifestyle to travel. Okay. What is in it for May? Okay, so May is such an intense month. There are so many things happening in May. So when you step into this business, regardless of whether you're $0 down, you will get a 6-week mentorship with the beautiful Christy X Ord. So if you don't know about her, I would go and follow her on Instagram, Christy X Ord. She is the mother of our business. She is a multi-7-figure earner. She's multi-legacy income, and she's a beautiful soul. I got to meet her in November last year when I went on a retreat. And you know what? She's just more like Leanne. She's a mum with 3 kids under 6. She's built this business in a really, really simple way. And she's been doing it for about 8 years, 8 or 9 years. And her and her family have built themselves into multiple legacy income positions, which is pretty incredible. And I love that, she was actually pregnant with her first baby when she started this business. So there we go, I lie. She's only been doing it for 6 or 7 years. So it's pretty amazing that she's been able to create this in that short amount of time and with 3 kids, very, very cool. So there's a 6 weeks mentorship. You do have to invest in yourself and your business before the 31st of May to be a part of that. The other thing is there is a price rise coming the 1st of June. So if you are ready to jump right into your business with a quad, you're going to save yourself around 2,500 New Zealand dollars by jumping in June and May before the 1st of June. Okay, $2,500. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. You're going to be paying over $20,000 come the 1st of June. Okay, still not a lot of money for what you're going to get, but who doesn't want to save $2,500? The other and last thing is if you jump into your business with a quad, I am going to gift the first 3 people with a 3-day, 4-day, 3-night retreat in Byron Bay. I did this. I did exactly this when I came into my business last November. I don't even think I had my products at the time, and I jumped on a plane, left my family for about 5 days, and I went to the most incredible, life-changing retreat. Before this, honestly, I was a little antisocial. The idea of going to a retreat with 20 other men and women there, I would never have done that on my own as well. I would have been super scared. But this business has given me the motivation to really open up my heart, open up everything to people, and just, yeah, allow all the goodness to come in. So that is our offers for May. And I'm so, so excited. I'm going to be at this retreat as well. So what is it? 29th of August. 29th of August is the retreat. 4 days, 3 nights. If you are ready to go, for the first 3 people. Now I'm saying the first 3 people, that is not to make you freak out, but it is only 3 people, and it is throughout our team. It is not just me with this offer. It is also my mentor, and it's 3 offers throughout our team. So if you are thinking that this is something that is going to align for you, then let's have a call. I am opening up for calls. So all you need to do, if someone else has invited you to this call, just send them a DM and we'll lock in your call and have a chat over the next couple of days and get you all sorted. If it was me that invited you here, you know what to do. Just send me a DM. Hi, Haley. All right. Have a beautiful, beautiful night. Thank you so much for all being here.